Today, let's go over a easy grind 75 question. This one is called meeting rooms, and it's being asked by quite a few companies, so it's good to know. And I think the pattern is applicable to other interval questions. So you're given a list of lists, a matrix with two values. So each 0th index is a start and the first index is the end value, and you want to determine if the person can attend all meetings. So essentially what that means is that there are no there's a way to sort the list so that there's no overlaps. So here, if you have 2, 4 and you have 7, 10, no overlaps. Here, 0, 30 is always going to have an overlap, right? So 5, 10, 15, 20. Right, they're just asking if there's any overlaps. If there is, return false. If there are none, after you iterate from left to right over all of the sublists, then return true. So the first thing to do is to sort the array by the 0th index, so that we know that the first index is bigger than the 0th index, and that we can compare the current 0th index to the previous first index. So to do that, we're going to start at the first sublist, right? And we're going to ask if intervals of I0, which is the current sublist 0 index, is less than or equal to intervals I minus 1, 1. If it is, then we have an overlap and we can return false. If we've gone through all of the lists and we never have an overlap, then we can return true. And there's some edge case. It looks like equal is fine. So let's get rid of this. It looks like just less than strictly would be considered an overlap. And you can see that it works and passes all test cases. So again, pretty simple interval question. Sort the list. Make sure the 0th index of the current doesn't overlap with the first index of the previous, because you know that the 0th index of the previous is always less than the 0th index, the first index of the previous. So, right. So that's how you know that if this overlaps with this, then you know that this is going to be less than this. So what does that tell you? Well, that tells you that, it gives you some hints there, because you can sort by this 0th element. So hopefully this is helpful, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching.